The number one reason why you're not operating your business at the level that you want to be doing it at right now is because of your mindset. It's not because of how hard you're working. It has everything to do with your mindset and the way that you view yourself and the world. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how you can rewire your brain so that you can actually function at the level that you want when it comes to business, when it comes to life, when it comes to anything. You need to master your mind. You're probably thinking, oh my God, this Michael guy, he's going to give me another mindset motivational speech. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to give you the harsh truth, because in reality, you have a perception, and your perception of reality is the way that you view things with your conscious mind and the way that you see things with the world and the way that you see yourself where you want to be. You're probably thinking, dude, I've heard this before. I know what you're talking about. You got to act as if you are the ideal self. You need to do the actions that you need to do in order to get to where you want to go and be that business owner and act as if you have already achieved that. The problem with that is that we don't actually know how to frame that in our mind in a sense of making it tangible. How do we actually make that tangible? People always talk about this, but they never really explain how to tangibly cultivate this mindset so that you can get to where you want to go. Now, that's exactly what I'm going to be breaking down in this video. I'm going to show you ways and exercises that you can train your brain and train your subconscious mind in order to get where you want to go, and train your brain to believe that you are actually at that reality, at that desired state, right? This is the mindset that you need to operate this business. So how do we actually build the mindset and discipline of a 10K a month, 20K a month business owner when we haven't even achieved that yet? When we haven't even achieved our goal of hitting 5K, of hitting 10K, of hitting 100K, wherever you're at in your stage in your journey, how can we progress moving forward the best way possible? Because eventually you might get there, right? But how do we actually do this so that we are at a level of not only just conviction, but certainty and power from the realization and everything? We need to destroy our limiting beliefs. Now, a lot of the clients that I work with, they all have the same limiting beliefs of, I don't think I'm cut out for this. I don't think that I have enough authority to post content. I don't think that I have enough value to give to somebody. The truth is, I'm just gonna be straight up, with your limiting beliefs, the only thing that's stopping you and that's limiting yourself is your own beliefs. So the way to really go about destroying these limiting beliefs is by acknowledging that you have your own story, that you have your own transformation. Whatever stage you are in your journey, you have gone from point A to point B. You have something valuable that you can share to your younger self. Your younger self is someone who would have wanted that transformation, who wants to be where you're at. Now, there is a lot of people out there who can benefit from the information that you can provide. So what does this all mean? It means that you don't have to have this imposter syndrome of being, I don't have 10,000 followers, I need to make 100K a month in order to teach business. No, you need to remove all of those limiting beliefs from yourself, from your own head, and realize that in reality, you've actually made progress. You have a transformation. And it's really important to cultivate this mindset in business and in life in general, especially because how are we going to ever live a fulfilling life? How are we going to ever be the leader that we want to be? How can we be the role model, the husband, the wife, the partner, the friend, the teacher, the coach? How are we going to ever progress in life if we have these limiting beliefs, right? So this is why it's so important, is because business is 80% mindset and 20% strategy. Your income level will never outgrow your identity. You are a reflection of your thoughts and the thoughts that you think, and your identity is a reflection on that. If you are operating at, let's say you're at 5K a month right now and you want to go to 50K a month, but you still have that same mindset of the actions and the daily things that a 5K a month business owner has, how are you ever going to expect that your income level is going to reach $50,000 per month when you're still living in the same mindset as the 5K a month business owner? If you see yourself as someone who's just getting by, your actions and habits and decisions will line up with that identity. And this means that when your perception on yourself and reality is, I'm just getting by, I need to sign my next client, I have to close this next deal, otherwise I don't know where I'm gonna get my money from, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Your bank account is gonna be a direct reflection on that, and your actions and habits and decisions are going to line up with that identity. You're gonna be falling behind, you're not gonna be doing things at the time that you tell yourself you're gonna be doing them. Everything is going to align with that identity that you put on yourself, the things that you subconsciously think, the things that you're not even thinking about right now that are ingrained into your mind. You need to understand that, like, your perceived perceived reality and the way that you see yourself is the exact way that you're going to live your life, and the actions and the habits and the decisions will line up with that identity that you put on yourself. So if you tell yourself that I am a 100K a month business owner, but deep down you truly do see yourself as a 10K a month business owner, you will never ever get to that 100K mark, because deep down your reality, your belief system is only at 10K a month, and you do the things and the actions and the steps in order to get to 10K a month, and you have this false reality that you're a 100K a month business owner. The way you live your life on a daily basis must match the level you want to be reaching. Ask yourself, what would a 10K a month business owner do in this situation? Now I'm going to talk about the law of assumption. This isn't the law of attraction. The law of attraction is wishing that you have something and thinking about it and manifesting it, quote unquote, and hoping that it's going to happen. But the law of assumption was derived from a guy named Neville Goddard. The core idea is that you are the creator of your own reality through consciousness and imagination. He basically said that the way that you actually manifest something and make something become into tangible reality is by already assuming that you are that ideal person, which is what everyone always says. And it's the way that you do the things on a daily action. It's the habits that you have every day. It's the way that you go about living your life on a day-to-day basis. You are the creator of your own reality, is what Neville said. And so through imagination, through consciousness in your mind and imagination, you have to have this person in your head, but you need to act accordingly as if you already have achieved that thing. So you need to stop waiting for results before you start acting like the person you want to be. Stop waiting to hit $10,000 a month. Stop waiting for the right girl to come up to you and talk to you. You have to just start acting like the person who gets things done, and gets things done at a high level. If you're at 10K a month, if you're at 20K a month, if you're at 5K a month, how would a 10K a month business owner act right now? Manifestation is built through proof. Affirmations are useless crap. You can't just tell yourself in the mirror, oh, I'm going to be successful, I'm a 10K a month business owner, if you literally have no proof for it. Because your beliefs, you can tell yourself in tangible reality, yeah, I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that. But if deep down you don't believe it, it's useless. It's useless crap. That's why manifestation is built on proof. It's built on daily actions that make it undeniably reasonable for you to be successful. So manifestation is basically stacking proof that you are who you say you are. Now, your conscious is 10% of your brain. Subconscious is 50%, and unconscious mind is 40%. Your conscious mind is basically your awareness, your decision making, and your willpower. This is things that you see and do on a daily basis. It's what makes up your reality. It's your decision making process. It's what you are doing when you're watching this on your phone. When you are watching this, you decided to click on this video. This is your conscious mind making decisions, right? Your subconscious mind is like riding a bike, typing on a keyboard, your memories. It's basically a filter for your conscious mind, because we have all of these memories, we have all of these experiences which make up our subconscious mind. And basically the subconscious mind is a filter for the conscious mind, because our brain would be way too overstimulated if we we're just constantly remembering every single memory and experience that we've had. So your subconscious mind carries all these beliefs, these morals, all of these different experiences that make up who you are essentially, and you can pull on them. With your conscious mind, you can pull on memories, you can remember things. That's pulling things from your subconscious mind. It's the second layer of your brain, but you're not really thinking of it. And this is where all of the manifestation and reality building and shaping happens, in the subconscious mind. And we're going to be talking about that. And now our unconscious mind, we don't really need to know about this stuff, but the unconscious mind is basically your repressed emotions, your traumas, your basic instinct, your fear and desires. It's like the stuff that make up who you are, the person you were born into, like your experiences from when you were a baby, like building up all the way up to this point. It's like all these emotions and things that basically shape us who we are that we can't really control. It's just like within us, right? And so everybody has this kind of part in our brain, obviously. Now, the subconscious mind, we need to be able to control this part of the brain in order to manifest our dream life. I'm going to keep it very simple. Every time you follow through with what you say you're going to do, you prove to your subconscious mind and the universe that this is who I am. Every time you break a promise, you prove to the subconscious and the universe that your word means nothing. So when you say you're going to do something, you do it, because the universe is watching either way. You prove your reality to your subconscious mind through your decisions. Now, what does this mean? This means that when you decide to do something, when you tell yourself that you're going to wake up at 8 a.m. or when you tell yourself that you're going to hit the gym and you don't do it, you're basically telling your brain and the universe and your subconscious mind, which basically makes up who you are and your identity and forces you to make decisions with your conscious mind, because your conscious mind is making these decisions decisions, but it's basically a reflection of the two. When you are not following through with the things that you're telling yourself, when you say you're going to go to the gym but you don't, that is basically telling your subconscious mind that you can't trust yourself, that your word means nothing. And when your word means nothing, what happens when you tell yourself that you're a 10K month business owner? You're not going to believe it, right? But if you are constantly following through, if you are hitting the gym when you say you do, when you wake up when you say you do, when you get the work done that you say that you're going to do on time, when you're on time and you're getting things done, and you are actually following through decisions and the things that you need to do and living life as that ideal version of yourself, when you tell yourself that you're that 10K month business owner, it's going to be inevitable that you 100% believe it. The most successful people are able to tell themselves something and they believe it. They all operate at the subconscious mind because they're not buzzing through reality with all these other things in their mind. They just believe it. They tell themselves something and then they go about and do it. They get things done. It's basically being able to get things done is going to make you successful because there's a lot of work that you have to put in. But if you are not able to follow through with your word, you're proving to yourself and the universe that you don't deserve it. Your conscious mind can think that I want to be rich, but if your subconscious mind holds beliefs like I'm not smart enough or I'm not qualified enough and have all these limiting beliefs that we talked about earlier, your subconscious mind will always win. Your subconscious mind will always hold those thoughts and shape your reality. And then your decisions are going to be a complete reflection on that reality that your subconscious mind is telling yourself. So you have to align both of these. Your conscious mind and subconscious mind has to be in alignment. You have to program your subconscious mind to believe that you are that 10K month business owner. And when you believe that and you follow through with those actions, you combine the both, and that is what makes manifestation possible. So align your subconscious beliefs with our conscious decision making. When you do that, you have unlocked full certainty of who you are. And basically your reality is going to be shaped into exactly that person. And you may think, okay, well, I believe that I'm this 10K month business owner and I'm not at 10K month. You literally saying that you're not at 10K month doesn't mean, it means that you're not fully believing it in your head. But now it's just a matter of time of letting time catch up with your mind. Because when you believe it and when you do the things that you need to do, eventually it's going to happen. It will happen. I am absolutely certain that if you hold these beliefs in your mind and you believe that you're a 10K month business owner and you do the things and follow through and make your conscious decisions like that person, you will get there. It's just a matter of time. Time will catch up. But if you don't believe it in your subconscious mind, you will never get there. Simple as that. If you tell yourself that you're a 10K month business owner but you don't act like one, it means that you are going to be reinforcing the inability to follow through. The ITFT. Basically, this is the concept of proving to the universe that you are a failure, that you are basically not following through with your word and that your word means nothing. So every time that you don't follow through with something that you tell yourself that you're going to do, it doesn't even matter about going to the gym. It doesn't even matter about hitting legs. It's more about the concept of not being able to follow through. It doesn't even matter if you hit legs or not, or hit the gym, or wake up at a certain time, or go to bed at a certain time, or talk to a specific girl, or whatever. It's more so the action of not following through with what you told yourself and reinforcing your subconscious mind that you don't deserve that reality, that you don't deserve that person that you desire to be. Your subconscious confirms that you don't deserve that yet. No matter how many times you tell yourself it. You can tell yourself 1,000,000 times, your subconscious will always believe that. So it also has to do with the confirmation bias because your brain is constantly looking for evidence and proof to justify your subconscious beliefs. So if you are constantly looking and finding reasons to tell yourself that, oh, like just because my reel flopped, I don't think that I can run this business. Just because my friend told me that I can't run this business, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. If you let all these external factors and everything kind of shape your conscious beliefs and your reality, that's just what's going to happen because your brain is constantly looking for evidence and proof to justify your subconscious beliefs. But if you look at it from a different perspective and ask yourself, what evidence is there to prove that I'm going to be successful? Oh, I'm constantly doing work. I'm constantly posting every day. I'm constantly doing these things I need to do. These are evidence that I am actually doing the right things I need to do and I'm on track to getting to where I want to go. Time just needs to catch up. So it's about your frame and the mindset and the way that you look at things with a different perspective. You got to see the lighter end of the tunnel. You got to see the brighter side of things because you can't be thinking and looking for things because your brain is always constantly looking for proof and evidence to confirm whatever it is that you're believing with your subconscious mind. That's how the brain works. So if you believe that you're a 10K month business owner, you have to act like one and you will become it. So constantly be asking yourself, when you go about your day-to-day, would the 10K month business owner, would they go out every weekend? Would they watch Netflix every night? Would they scroll Instagram every morning? What would this person do? What would this ideal version of myself do if they were already at this level? If Michael was already at $10,000 a month, what would he be doing? What actions would he be doing? What information would he be consuming? What music would he be listening to? It goes down to the core of everything that you do in your day-to-day life. Simple day-to-day actions, your existence, the way you brush your teeth. Every single thing that you do is shaping your reality of who you are. The way that you view yourself is basically always getting shaped and changed. And every action you do feeds into that subconscious. Like we mentioned, your subconscious deals with all different types of memories and things that basically shape who you are and how you act in your conscious mind. So you will achieve your dream life when your subconscious mind accepts your conscious vision as truth. What does that mean? Your subconscious mind accepts that your conscious vision as truth. So when you are consciously, making the decision, when you're constantly doing things and making decisions like that person, your subconscious mind will realize and it will make that alignment. And then you're going to be in alignment. You're going to be like, oh shit, like, damn, like he's actually like at that level. He's acting the way he should. And the same goes where if you think that you're broke and you're lazy, you're unmotivated, you're doing whatever the hell, your subconscious mind's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's broke, right? Like he's broke, he's not motivated, he doesn't work, he doesn't do anything. Like, yeah, that makes sense. It goes the same way. So your subconscious only responds to actions. You have to be living proof with your actions that you are who you say you are. You can't just tell yourself, you can't speak this into existence. The universe doesn't care whether you make 10K a month or not. Your reality is a reflection of your subconscious beliefs. Now, and we've talked about this. Now, these are brain waves. This is basically a sheet of things, right? So gamma waves. This is like peak experiences, like someone proposes to you, right? Like this is like major brain activity, like your brain's firing away when you take psychedelics, when you are in peak experience, synchronization, like harmony, everything. It's like amazing. You climb to the top of the mountain. That's like that level of dopamine when your brain waves, right? Right now, your brain is operating at beta waves. You can see here, the beta waves are alertness, it's your concentration, it's your thinking, it's your cognitive decision making. It's the things that you do on a daily basis, right? Now, the most successful people are operating at alpha and theta waves. What does that mean? They are in a meditation, they have creativity, they're relaxed, they're visualization. This level of brain waves is a completely different level than the beta waves. Then everyone is so focused on dopamine and everyone's so focused on doing the next thing and the next thing and focusing on the next thing. And a lot of people, including myself, I'm always operating at beta waves because I'm thinking like, oh, like what do I need to do? I need to do this, I need to do that. What's the next thing I have to do? I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done, I didn't record this video, I need to post this content, I need to respond to this message. Your brain is constantly thinking this level, right? But you're always going to be thinking in your conscious mind. You're not going to be able to access your subconscious mind if you're thinking in this beta wave level, if you're operating at this level. We need to be operating at alpha waves and theta waves. Delta waves are like deep sleep, restoration, transcendence. Like this is like when you're sleeping. You don't need to worry about this. The ones that you need to be looking at and wanting to work at, and like the level that you want to be thinking in terms of your brainwave activity should be at alpha and theta waves. Now, how do we actually access this? You gotta just be more chill. Very straightforward. You must access theta/alpha regularly to reprogram your subconscious mind. When you are able to subconsciously control the thoughts that you think in your subconscious, meaning like your beliefs, and being able to control your mindset and the voice in your head, when you can control that voice in your head, that's controlling your subconscious. When you're blocking out that limiting belief, you're controlling your subconscious. The answer is meditation, 10 minutes daily. So when you meditate, it calms the beta waves and opens your alpha/theta waves. Now your brain starts to slow down when you get into a meditative state. And when you actually get into those thoughts and when you're thinking those thoughts, you need to be able to program and change your brain activity from beta waves to alpha/theta waves. One of the two, preferably theta waves. So you're going to be at a very, very lower frequency in your brain activity. So when you get into the zone with meditation, have you ever meditated and you eventually get into the zone and you're like in complete Zen mode where nothing else matters but your breathing? That's the state that you want to be living in, the state that you want to be focused in, because you don't want to be stressed out. And the most successful people in business aren't stressed out. The people who are most successful, they don't work as hard as you. They don't do all the things that you're doing. They don't do every single thing. They're an entrepreneur, they're a CEO, and they treat their business like a company. They treat it like a empire. And these are the people who are operating in this brain frequency because because they know that they've done everything they can and everyone else that's working for them is operating at beta waves and they can relax. So you need to live like this in this state of mind, right? If you think about it, if you really think about it, what do we desire? We need more money, right? We need to make more money with our business, but the people who make the most money with their business are operating at this brain frequency. So why is that? Well, because obviously they make a lot of money, but how did they get there? How did they actually start making a lot of money to get to that brain frequency, right? So it's the question we got to ask ourselves is, how do we do our daily tasks and actions, live like this person and operate at this brain frequency so that time just has to catch up with our brain and shape our reality? At this frequency, you can visualize your dream lifestyle. You can see and feel all of the emotions and actually experience it in your mind before it actually comes into reality. And you need to practice this. Meditation is a muscle. It's a muscle that you need to work. It's like going to the gym. You can't just go to the gym and bench 2 plates. You got to work at it every single day. You got to work at it every couple days. You have to let your muscles rest. You need to do it consistently. So if you consistently can meditate, and I recommend doing it every single day for at least 10 minutes a day, and it's so small, for 10 minutes, you can do it for 10 minutes a day. If you can practice accessing this part of your subconscious mind and letting thoughts that come up into your head just be there, just recognize your thoughts and let them go, it's so powerful, and you're going to be able to control your subconscious mind. Once you have control over your subconscious mind, you can control your thoughts in your subconscious mind. You can start telling yourself that I am a 10K a month business owner. I am a strong athlete. I am this, I am all that. And then as long as you can follow through with the thoughts you're telling yourself, you're going to be able to achieve your dream lifestyle. So you need to control your conscious mind, and meditation will control your subconscious, therefore giving you more power over your conscious decisions. And that's what meditation is, and that's why it's so powerful. It's not about just relaxing and taking a step back. It is that, but it's more so about being able to control our mind and be able to sit still and accept our thoughts that are coming through and letting them pass by, and living in this state and being in this state of mind where nothing can like take you out of your focus, out of your zen. And when you're in that mind frame and when you're in that wavelength of mind, it's so powerful because you're not buzzing with all these things that are happening around you. You're not, oh my gosh, I need to do this, I need to do this. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen with that? You need to practice your stillness. And if you don't meditate, you're going to try this and you're going to be tripping out because you're just going to be thinking about all the things that you need to do, and it's going to be really, really hard, but you just need to focus on one thing, which is your breathing, and allow your thoughts to pass by. A lot of times people, when they start meditating, they can't sit still with their thoughts because they're rapid fire. They've never done this before. They're so used to just going boom, 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 boom. They're so used to working so hard, doing the things that they got to do. It's going to be really hard at first if you don't do this, but you got to do it. You control yourself when you control your ego, and your mind's going to be telling you, oh, you got to focus on this and this and this and this, all these different things, but you just got to be able to control it and take a deep breath. And on top of this, I need to kind of emphasize that you actually have to work hard. This isn't just like manifest and speak our dream life into existence, because you can't wait for your income to act differently. You can't wait for things to happen. You can't wait for that dream car to pull up in your driveway. You need to act differently and your income will follow. That car will come into your life. So it's about the way you act and stacking proof, right? And once your subconscious fully believes you are a 10K a month business owner and your actions and your thoughts are in alignment with that identity that you have put in yourself and that you have spoken to yourself and that you've seen, and every action that you do is in alignment with that ideal self, you won't realize that you are at 10K a month until you check your bank account and then you say, damn, I need to hit 20K a month now. And that's the difference, because you did everything, you worked hard, you did all the steps necessary, and you believed it. And once you align both of those concepts together, that's what shapes the reality. That's what makes you who you are. Remember, manifestation without discipline is just a fantasy. You can tell yourself that you're a 10K a month. You can tell yourself you're a 100K a month business owner. You can tell yourself that I have the most beautiful woman in the world. But if you just think it, it's just going to be a fantasy. It's just going to be la la land, fairy dust. Discipline without vision is just hard work. If you're constantly just working hard and you have no direction, but you know that you're doing the right things, you're working hard, you're posting every day, but you don't have a vision, you don't have that ideal vision of where you're trying to go, you're just grinding, you're just working hard. Like, yeah, you might get better at the skill, but are you actually getting to where you want to go? So you got to think about these things. They both have to be in alignment. So combine both manifestation and discipline to follow through with the actions that you need to do, and you're going to equal 10K plus months. And overall, the main thing that I just want to say, you know, money's great. Living a lifestyle where you have abundance and freedom, time, location, freedom to do wherever and whatever you want to do, it's great. But none of that matters if you're not a good person. You got to think about it, because how are you going to affect people positively? And so be a good person and impact others with what you wish for. This was something that my aunt told me. The way you actually get something to come into your life faster, to manifest something faster, is by doing it not just for yourself, but if it's going to impact other people. It has a 3 times more likely chance of actually happening, that if you have this, you are going to have a positive impact for other people around you. So by saying that, hey, I need to make $10,000 a month because I need to impact my family, I need to help them pay for bills and expenses, and I want to take them on a nice dinner, it's more likely going to happen because you're going to have that positive impact on them, right? On other people around you. It's not just selfish things. So when you tell yourself, oh, I want to make 10K a month so I can put that down payment on that car and make this amount of money and do this and that, basically has a less likely chance of happening, especially if you're selfish. And you should just not be selfish. Like, you should think about how you can impact other people, because that's what we've been put on this planet to do. We've been put on this earth to do good to the universe and leave a positive impact. So when you can do that, when you have that positive impact on people, and you can share your story and you can impact others in a positive way and leave them with something valuable that can make a positive impact on their life, that's how you know that you are doing something good with the world. Because what is all this for? So how will you be remembered? You're going to die one day. That's the reality. And everyone's going to forget you. Everyone who has ever come in contact with you, who's ever seen you, you're going to become a memory, and people are going to forget you. And then one day you're going to become someone's last thought. So along that journey, before you become someone's last thought, how can you have a positive impact on the world? How can you leave something with the world where you can leave your energy and it can be transformed into something more powerful and bigger than yourself? That's the $1 billion question. It's so true. And I believe that the only way that we can really make things happen for ourselves and shape the reality that we want is by controlling our mind and by controlling our subconscious, like we've talked about. I hope that you go and meditate, and I hope that you go and try these exercises and practice controlling your subconscious mind. Practice having control of that frequency in your mind. You need to operate at that lower frequency in order to see things for what they are, in order to see that vision, in order to live in that mindset. So do as you will with this information. Understand that you need to control your subconscious and create so much undeniable proof to prove your subconscious mind that you are who you say you are, and you're going to get to where you want to go. So again, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you found this information helpful or if you didn't. But either way, thank you for watching. Stay locked in, my friend.